my little nails fixed. But before I do, I wanted to go ahead and throw a video up here. So again, welcome back to the platform. Let's get into this read. All right. So, oh shoot, let me put this up because I think somebody coming downstairs. And y'all can see them if it's all the way up like that. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and go into a scripture real quick before we start. But, you know, you're going to have to bear with me because I can't find my glasses nowhere. I cannot stand that little trickster shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh. His thoughts terrified him. His lips and joints shook, and his knees knocked. The king shouted for the enchanters, Chaldeans, and astrologers. Oh, hold on. So I just flipped to Daniel 5. I don't even know why we would be in Daniel, but... Okay. Oh, well, let's go into this, because this could be about some stolen goods or something like this. Okay. It just so happened that that's what we're talking about right now. That's crazy. So let's see. I feel like everything is always in alignment. Even when I woke up this rising and I went to go use the restroom, I realized that the second TV in the other room was still, in the library room, was still open. Yeah, we got a tower moment, okay? And we got the thief. So yeah, this is basically what the fuck we see in here, okay? Let's see. All right. Let's see. This could be the sun in reverse. This could be the lady of the manor. So somebody thought. Oh. Let's see. Damn. This could be something sacred or something as well, I'm hearing. I feel like somebody, yeah, with this crafty counsel, I feel like somebody is just, so somebody doesn't want to walk away from someone. You know, I was just listening to, this is the first time I ever heard like a commercial like that about somebody's pelvic floor. So again, somebody could have took something out of somebody's womb. We saw this show up in this, or out of their body, their vassal. Or trying to do some type of mutilation or something. This could be what people are doing. What I was saying was, when I went to the restroom or whatever a little while ago, I noticed that TV was on all night. And it just happened to be like some people in like a castle or royals or whatever. And they were tasting wine or they were drinking wine. And they were all like, oh my goodness, yes. You know, they were like, it was like 3 guys or something here. But again, this could be 3 girls, okay? I'm hearing the teamwork make the dream work. So this could be these same females that feel like they above the law, that keep coming up in my energy, taking stuff, taking properties. But like I said, this is wrong because I feel like the queen bee, they have the king, the main male that probably is the one that goes between the king and the hive has betrayed the queen. And he's fucking with the hive. He just having a ball. How you gonna do that before you sit your queen secure? How you gonna find this perfect specimen? Okay, we talking about alchemical, not physical, alchemical. How you gonna find a perfect vassal, right? And then try to ruin it or allow other people. See, some of these people just walked away, okay? Or try to, or something like this, or try to turn their other cheek to, but I feel like somebody never did turn on somebody, really. I feel like this is what this community of people wanted somebody to do so you could walk away from somebody. But Yeah, this could have been some women here. I mean, as soon as we said this, this is a double deck, dude. This is this deck 2 times. Okay. So I don't know what these girls have done. I don't see on the side they see, because I feel like the living and the dead see different. You can choose which one you think I am or they are. Okay. But I think these are women trying to stand in places where men used to stand. But I feel like they always been there. They just feeling like it's their worth. They're the ones that go get the goods from the women. They're the ones that go in between homes. They're the ones that are the watchers on the wall. And I feel like they wanted these top men out of the way. But they didn't know. It's like God gave me to the men to strategize against these type of women. I said these type of women that want to defile other women, that will devalue other women, that are not their race, or they're here to ruin American women so that they can have our place here in society and in our homes in America. This is a subtle warfare. This is covert warfare. So again, being the last one possibly of my kind that they're acting like is relevant, that leaves me to be under attack. But the thing is, the gag is that these women are probably feasting on my energy, my blood, my plasma, my whatever. They're seeing some kind of growth, and then they're turning around and shaming me for being depleted. Okay? And that's where we have a problem, just in case they didn't know. Okay? So this, and I feel like this is why these people feel like they up and they stuck. But if these people could get caught doing what they're doing, they will die just like any other man. It's just like it says in the Bible, I know that I told you that you will live forever, but you shall die like any other motherfucker. Period. Because of the degrading things that some of these people have done. And I feel like some people might be trying to right their wrongs, but we could never be on the same page, because I feel like the mind is different. The way my mind worked and the way that theirs work. Now, again, not to say that these couldn't be, if they this ruthless, they couldn't be an assistance to my throne or my crown at a distance. Because, you know, everybody, we'll just say movie-wise, you couldn't trust everybody that was at royal court. You just couldn't. You know, Narcisse was a dear friend, but he was also somebody that wanted something too. So when you think about, because that Rain is one of my favorite, you know, that's my favorite, you know, of this age, this day and age. I done watched all the shit, you know. I done watch all the old movies that's in Chinese with the emperors, the Red Lantern, you know, all those type of movies or whatever. But I feel like they did a really nice, really fucking good job with that series Rain. I just feel like they did a really good job. Now, I think that Francis, another person, could have played his part. Bash, everybody else was, you know, but I feel like another person could have played his part. But with the wardrobe and shit like that with them girls, listen. And another one of my favorites is a little bit over the top is Marie Antoinette with what's her name? Kristen Dunst. I like the way that they laid that shit out. I like the whole, you know what I'm saying? The colors, the way they pop, the shoes, the wardrobe, it was just on fucking point. And I'm stupid enough to create a line of dresses today that look like that and be right up in my motherfucking palace, walking around with that shit on. While everybody trying to go this way, all futuristic and shit, I'm trying to go, you know what I'm saying, somewhere in the middle. So some short ones with the little, like, you know how we got the high-low dresses these days. Well, that was back in a couple years ago, with the excuse me, the dresses that are high in the front, but then, you know, you got like the petticoat kind of energy in the back. But yeah, I can see like some minis like that, you know, some knee highs, you know what I'm saying, with the ruffles and shit still in the back coming down. Girl, please. See, look, now don't let me get started now. Anyways, that's beyond the point. What we talking about? All right, so these vassals could have been material. This could have been some of your work. Like I said, a lot of these, well, I won't say a lot, at least 3 or 4 main feminine energies that they come up in the past 3 years. I'm just saying some of they shit just sound familiar to the shit that I was writing in my book. Especially when me and my twin was like this, spiritually, okay? Telepathically, right? Because I feel like we was going back and forth. We was arguing or lip boxing because he had pissed me off, and then, you know what I'm saying, and then I write or whatever. And I think it was on purpose, okay? But anyways, that's what we were talking about. What was we talking about? Okay? Yeah, so that's what I feel, Okay, so there's not been no kind of nothing to me to show me that these people could be trusted. I think we were talking about Narcy. Yeah, because he was sinister. He was somebody that you want to get on your team if you want to get some shit done. But also he had his eye on the throne, and then he was also interested in the girl that had the baby with her king. You understand what I'm saying? So in the show, it was like, oh, Lola, it's okay. Woo-de-woo, woo-woo-woo. I understand it was a night of passion or something like this. But in real life, who knows what the fuck is going on and what somebody is really thinking. Somebody could be like, well, just get rid of that bitch, change her identity, and let me in. I'm Lola. I got your baby. Get rid of that bitch. This could be what's going on here behind the scenes. Now, what I'm saying is not no little cakewalk or whatever. All right, that's going on behind the scenes or has gone on within the past something. And I'm wondering who have these people, because you ain't gonna fool me unless they brainwash all these people and they starting over. But you ain't gonna fool me to think that these people don't know who the fuck I am. Period. It's not gonna be, it's just not. Yeah, I feel like somebody could have tried to get a sneak wedding. Now this could be somebody could have tried to do this to me, or somebody else did this with somebody else. But the Hermit card is upset about this. This got somebody in Lucifer energy. This is some shit that could be hidden under the moon. Okay? Yeah, they could have used the legal system or the judicial system to get this done. All right? But like I said, this could be, I don't want to be all one-sided. This could be somebody going under the table like, well, I'm going to go back under the table to put somebody back in their proper place. This could be somebody that did this to put somebody back in their proper place. I ain't going to, I can't get into details on that because I always see it. I pretty much more see it on the other side. I have to be aware of what my enemies, because I don't call them opponents, because what are we competing for? My fucking throne and nobody else's? That's not going to be so that you can get in a forever position. Now, we already seen with the justice, the chief justice or whatever that they just put in the Supreme Court, Miss Jackson. That was already signifying to me that somebody gave somebody a lifelong position somewhere that belonged to me. That they, instead of training me for it or telling me everything I needed to do to get something done to get to it, they gave it to, and it may not be that position. Get what I'm saying? But there's a lifetime position that I'm supposed to have, right? So on the way to get my coffee this morning, I was thinking about the whole way that, so we talk about the scenarios around these things. How they said that, Elizabeth put her sister in a mental home, before she went to go claim the throne or while she was on the throne or whatever like this. And I always wonder about this because I feel like they could have altered out these kings and queens that have been in position for a long time. They had to alter them out a couple times already. I feel like something happened, man. And that's just all. Something happened around 90 something and that changed something where I was supposed to be going to do something or sit somewhere on somebody's throne. And something was altered here. And then I feel like after the death, her being a Taurus and me being a Taurus, I feel like, and that was the heightened sense of my time, I feel like that could almost be like a mother or father figure that passed away here. Okay? And I feel like these people were already working, if she was sick, they was already working in the background to remove me from something. This is what these people was doing. So I'm just wondering, who was you working with and who gonna lose their fucking job if they don't do what the fuck they gotta do? Whose job is it to sit a queen or make sure a queen is sitting where she's supposed to be sitting and being protected like she's supposed to be protected? Why did they do this? Why did these people walk away like that and leave somebody without the proper knowledge, the proper sight, without having their Ace of Cups so they can be fully aware of their surroundings? And then in a community or something where people may even be able to, other type of beings may be around and may be able to get to that person. It was a sabotage. This is premeditated murder to me. That's called murder or treason. High, very fucking high treason. So just because these people are working throughout different bodies and vassals, it doesn't mean that that's not what the end goal was. And how you gonna do that to somebody that knows what the fuck happened already and now they gotta live the rest of their life that is possibly immortal, knowing what the fuck you did and you got somebody sit? It just ain't gonna be able to happen like that. So somebody could be upset about this secret wedding or union or something that has happened here. Okay, or this could be just like I said, somebody getting pissed off and saying, well, I'm just gonna go in and do what I gotta do to marry this person or do this or whatever. I don't give a fuck about your justice system. You want to do something in the dark, well, I'm gonna reinstate this person. Like, okay, let's just say that something like that could have happened. This could be past, present, or future here. Okay, because this child and this woman is not out in the cold anymore. So this have to be kind of like what we talking about here. All right, let's see. So it's about to be a tower coming to some people here. I'm telling you, and this is making me think about this ski stuff from that Sunny article that we read. These skis, these long poles or something, these could be something else as well. Just saying. But again, somebody already snuck off. Y'all, I said these look like women or children or something. The little people. Somebody did this. Somebody could have killed somebody or caused a tower to somebody so that they can take away their assets or their children or their, you know, because this is what we're dealing with, really. All right. You know, something could have made somebody crazed. It could be like I said, somebody has a face to die for, meaning a surface or a before or forebearing that somebody would die for. Like at this time, everybody else is getting blessings and things like this coming in. It's just a lack of knowledge for God's children. So when people say, oh, don't think just because you with God, you can't be prosperous right now. No, that's what the fuck it is. It is. Those people are going to be targeted till they smash you to bits, or it's not that many of you left or something like this. Again, same thing with the coming up from the ashes. That is how it is. Most of the time, these people are persecuted. They're not having a happy, good life. They're not in the meetings. They're not hand in hand with these people that want to take their position or block them or spend their money or play on the fact that they're ignorant on how to properly claim their throne and bust in the room like, here the fuck I am. That they can't properly find these people and execute whatever they can. If somebody else won't do it, that is their fucking job to do it, that they're getting paid to do it, then they can go and do it they fucking self in a merciless way. So like I said, we're talking about a difference between people that could have been grown up in the hood and they don't know how to work well if they have to go through that cycle. Or somebody could have grew up around people that's in the mafia, so they kind of know how shit work. What you could talk about, what you can't. Somebody that's in the royal court, you grew up around that shit. You know what you could talk about and what you can't. You know, the difference between these people is they laying low, preparing their life and doing everything Susie Maker and shit at home, you know, making sure everything, but they're casting out energy my way to block me from being able to even prosper on the little, and I don't even have the knowledge or the connections that they have. So what does that make you look like? And it's actually the bloodline of mine. It's my name that's on the fucking line here. You know, and so it's I feel like it's really sad because these people had no reason to do this unless you stole something from somebody and you trying to cover it up. And then these are people like, oh, you mean because you claiming what's right, that we tricked you or we lied to you or we kept something from you or we hid something or we stole something, period. Or we might have to pay for what we did if we allow you to pass this crossroads or this, whatever this is. Like somebody thinks somebody is stupid around here. Okay, so this sun energy, this couple that's supposedly the sun, but it's not. Somebody don't belong here. They act like I don't see the whip taker in that fucking Jaden person. I see the whip taker. Okay. So somebody took crafty counsel against Christ or Yeshua or whoever else. We know it's happened in the Bible several times. Okay? A certain house, a certain group. Okay? So somebody's not walking away from a situation. This could be a female here that don't want to walk away or can't leave somebody alone because they're addicted to somebody's energy. This could be a transgender that's addicted to a female. Okay? Meaning somebody look like a female on the outside, but they packing. Period. Okay? So somebody could be addicted to a certain feminine energy that's seemingly a female. So it's like, oh yes, I'm her maiden or I'm her maid or whatever. But really, somebody has been getting laid. You understand? So like really, if we want to talk about this night shit and if we want to talk about all this other stuff, then this is probably what this is. This is this fascination with one. It could also be your energy, your essence, some type of abundance that they've been able to latch their self on to take advantage of because you don't know about it. So again, many times the people that are really standing in their truth are not getting those gifts, especially if you don't belong there. Some of these women know that they should feel embarrassed about watching me the way that they are, but you sitting up there with the twin flame or one of my masculine energies that I should have had the first pick to pick if I wanted them to be with me, representing me, sitting with me, being with me, a king or whatever. You should be ashamed, and then you're sitting here using your positions or your occupations to sit there and defame or degrade or like again like I'm not empathic too and I can't feel that shit and it don't weigh heavy on me. You know what I'm saying? Or to try to nitpick or to try to control the situation because you've been overseeing it. So you seem more valuable to this man when he's ready to make his selection as to who, you know what I'm saying? Or by the time, he make a move towards this person after you done made him unsure and unsteady, you know what I'm saying? You already fucking him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna, you really can't play with me that much. You really can't. All right? You really can't. All right? And I know that these people been using my DNA or something trying to make some other worlds or something. It's not going to fucking happen. That's idolatry. Okay? And it's forbidden. Period. If there's another me that they're using, where is she? Why is she hiding? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, a mother and child being left out. I'm telling you, this Taurus or something was either trying to get something straight, okay, or this family was always having me on the cross while they was trying to steal my empire this whole fucking time. And I was in the dark. They had me brainwashed or under mind control amongst handlers in my community, okay, to keep me out of the mix, all right? And this person passed away, and the people that he was working with feel like they are a higher authority than me. And they've placed themselves in occupations here, if within the industry, okay, and on the throne, okay. So in Hollywood and not the divine, but vine. So somebody could be showing that somebody did have a secret marriage or a secret wedding or something like this. Like I said, this could be somebody coming in to say, I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm about to go in there and bliss this person, or I'm going to go and consecrate something. I'm going to do this. But I don't know who, if the Hermit is in reverse like this is Lucifer energy. So like I say, either this energy is pissed off about this or mad and just showing this, or I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like this is something somebody need to know, because this second energy could be this moon energy, okay? And again, this will be one person obsessed. Like the way these people look at relationships is not the same. Same thing with me. Nobody asked me, but it's the same thing with me. Like if I know my life is not going to have to change and I'm going to have to see shit a different way if I'm moving into a different era or a different area or a different circle, right? But I feel like this is what this is. This could also be that this feminine energy secretly married me. But again, I told you, I'm picking up on some kings that was taken advantage of. Now, again, I feel like it'd be easier for a king that would be looking like a man to stand up and say, I'm the fucking king. This is the. But I feel like they're really being disrespectful. But I feel like somebody knows that there's something strange about me. Somebody can birth and produce. Somebody can do something, okay? It was just easier with my makeup for them to be able to take advantage of me. Put it like that. So this could be me oblivious to this. Somebody doing something to me and then compelling me to not remember, like wiping away these memories. So people can have a log of memories that they've had with me, but I have no memory of this. I don't have no memory because there wouldn't be no need for me to be concerned. Somebody was really fucking good at cleaning up after these acts that were being done in the background to secure these spots for these people here. we have the King of Swords in reverse, some kind of Libra. And so people saying, oh, somebody's holding everybody up because they can't move on from what well, shit, your past didn't get a chunk of your past didn't get left. The reason why people want you to do that is because they know that they're there doing something wrong where they're going to lose their occupation and their gifts, right? So anybody, maybe for you, 99%, 99 of you motherfuckers might not. You want to get rid of the past, but there's one person that actually matters that want to get to what the fuck happened here. And that's why you're not moving forward. And that's why it seemed like one person is holding people back. Regardless if they talking about is somebody that still stuck on somebody, or if they're talking about if these people feel held back because you know what the fuck you did. And you're not going to be able to move past and make no great advancements until it's made right. And that's just the bottom line. The House of Judah or whatever is in reverse right now. And it didn't get really like this, or it wasn't really obvious in public until we just got that new Chief Justice that looked a lot like unpacked. It could be one of her family members or something like this. So there's some type of favoritism. There's some type of familial tie these people have in common. Stealing my empire. Trying to remove me from my throne. These are people that will have specials on stolen thrones, stolen crowns, people's hands in a cookie jar. And this is somebody that's been slowly stealing my fucking essence for I don't know how long. 16, 20, 21 years. Yeah, this also could be, like I said, a King of Swords could be going like undercover to recover or see something. But I feel like whoever this is, somebody is about to be going up the river or moving to calm waters or going to jail or something. It could be because of what they did to somebody's Ace of Cups or with somebody's Ace of Cups. This could be heartbreaking. Somebody might want to lock you up in a facility or a jail or something like this for something. Okay. I feel like for some reason, we got the sun, okay? And then we got the moon energy. So I'm feeling like somebody is looking at me as a Mohammedan and then they as a Christian. But I'm looking at them as a Mohammedan pretending to be a Christian while you're, or the sun, while you're stealing the sun's throne. It's just that you have more knowledge or you was able to put it out publicly to more people. Could you imagine if something that we talking about right now was already put in a Beyonce song? Because we know that words supposedly cast spells, right? So what if the, the Lion King album, what if some of these masculines that I connect with heavily on their lyrics, what if they already seen my future, right? Somebody could have been trying to just enlighten, and somebody could have also been trying to say, well, I did it first, so so when okay, imagine this. Because we know that they've been cloned too. So say like I said, something about these bitches nosy. They want the tea on me. Who's to say that we not really twins? And who's to say that, okay? Or we've been connected already. And who's to say that just because this person was able to put out some records that probably millions and billions and billions and trillions of people heard over and over again, that's the actual energy that experienced that? What if this was my experience? What if somebody know that I experienced something a long time ago? I mean, that I was supposed to experience something in the future. And do you see what I'm saying? So me, my mousy self, with my lockdown channel, saying, hey, this is the vibrations and the feelings that I'm going through right now. I'm not copying that person. This is what I feel. Either me and this person went through the same process, or this person was inspired by a muse in me and wrote that shit because they was a prophet and God sent them to, if nobody around me was going to tell me something, somebody could have placed that on somebody's heart in that album or whatever to write that shit. So one day I would have to, I wouldn't have no choice but to hear it. It's being played all over the place, right? So like I said, motherfuckers better know where they stand. So it's up to that person right now today to say, yeah, I was inspired by what I saw when God showed me that vision. And that's what I wrote the shit. And then, whatever. Or, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't trick what somebody's actually experiencing or going through whether it's physical or just mental or spiritual. But there is a print there. There is a print. And I just feel like there's some kind of line of demarcation here between something where either higher ups don't know what the fuck these people been doing because of the line of demarcation. They don't give a fuck because they know about this golden child or whatever too. And they just never wanted this person to sit on the throne or whatever. Or that's why they kept somebody out in the cold. And it's just something like this. This could be heartbreaking actually to find out who possibly. This could be another side of the family that knew about this too. And they could never be royals. And so they didn't want you to be one either. So this could be hurtful here. Okay. You know, I was just watching something when I woke up this rising. Now, I love my grandma. And I thought my grandma would all be like, oh, be so happy to see me or whatever when I would go to her house and stuff. But, you know, I was sitting there talking and I'm looking like, damn, my daughter looked like, I don't even look that much like my grandma. I look more like my dad's side of the family, probably more. A little bit my mom, okay? So when I see my daughter look almost exactly identical, see, because I feel like a warlock or something went back and did something here also to try to bring back a feminine energy in the same energy. Because my grandma was a very vital person. She was very active. She's always active. Excuse me. Been active. Like she was like 60 something years old riding a motorcycle. You know, so she's always been pretty much, what do you call it? Like, what do they call it? Revitalize or just like a lively energy or something. Okay. But when today I was looking at this tarot reader that came up in my feed when I woke up, and I told my Taurus, I said, don't that look just like my fucking grandma? And he's sitting there, you know, he's sitting there like, oh, no, I don't know. I said, it looked like they just changed her hair texture. They changed her skin color, and that's my grandma sitting right there from 20 years ago. Fuck that. You're lying if you're saying that. You making me not be able to trust you if you gonna sit here and say that they don't look just like Rachel. That fucking long ago. So, it's something like I said. He's not really good with phenotype, so he try to act like it at least. But I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Now, they could have cloned people. They could have seen this family, and they could have created actual clones of every single person in the family in a different so-called race. Same thing that I was talking about my dad, that family, and then the familiarity between my BFF's dad. They could have done the same thing. They could be altering the bloodlines. If there's a so-called Black or American Indian family, they could be, I'm seeing like something like DNA strands or something, or running between or trying to mix or something like this. But they could have took the prominent people in the family and created clones in their likeness, but more light-skinned or with a different texture hair. And these is the people that's actually causing me strife behind the scene. And the reason why they're able to do this is because they took millions of dollars or billions of dollars that was supposed to be coming to me in some type of inheritance. Or they were working with the crown, we'll just say, in order to do this, whether it be above or beneath or underground. I mean, it's just what it is. Okay? So somebody might want to give you something because of this heartbreak. Somebody acting like they can't change something, but these people saying, oh, rapid change is coming. We're changing things. We're not doing anything the old day. Well, you ain't doing it no way because the proper person was not in place. The proper person is not in place. And for me, it's weird because the only thing I'm doing is being the one that's being abused and vocalizing and speaking my truth. They wouldn't have a reason to do so. Okay? But if you look at my nature and my character on a normal day, I already been this way, pious, like, I want to say poised, not pious, but poised. Okay? Now, I could go there. All right? But again, I've always been somewhat poised. And we're not even talking about ghetto and bougie or nothing like that. I've always carried myself some type of way. In a regal manner. Even if I'm bumming and looking crazy around the house, there's a regal approach to me. So I don't want to hear it. where they would have had to do more work with some of these other family members is all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm better than them or none of that. I'm just saying it's always been something else in my blood, and I think that's what made people around me blood boil. And I never really had to say much about it. I never been good with taking compliments. I never been nobody that act like I'm better than nobody. I'll be the first one to basically also give service to people without expecting anything back. Give love to people without expecting, treat people the way that I want to be treated. We're talking about these type of things here. Not talk bad about my family members behind their back when I witnessed them doing it. I'm just talking about, like I said, I've always had another way of carrying myself. Now, if that comes off to you as bougie or you think you better, or, oh, she can't get in on the gossip, you know, that's your problem, not mine. The only thing is these people possibly was given the rundown and taken in the background. And they were being fed. And I wasn't. But it's my fucking throne and not theirs. So you did all that work for what? All right. So it says here in Daniel 5. So this is just random because I haven't even seen the book of Daniel in I don't know how long. But let's go ahead and read this, okay? It says King Belshazzar gave a great banquet. So this could be what happened then. I told you that was on the screen. Okay? A great banquet for 1,000 of his lords. Now, this could be also somebody, this is an African takeover as well. That's stealth it's a stealth movement that's here in America. Okay? So what I saw is like some Caucasian men, you know, in their chambers or whatever. I mean, not in their chambers, but in their like a library room or something drinking this wine. But really, in reality, I saw also come up in my feed some people that looked like they may have been of African descent, throwing a big ass party. There was a lot of people there. It looked like something that could have been underground or something like this, but it was a big old party being thrown that came up in my feed today. And I'm like, what's somebody trying to say? Because yesterday they sent me that shit talking about some Africa rising. So who's, okay, I just heard Africa Bambata. I don't know who that is, but I think that I remember somebody saying that this person could have been a child molester or something. I'm not sure. So we got the Taurus. So I guess they keep the real feminine in the dark, thinking that that's going to help them, when really this is helping another. This is the high royals, the highborns, and these people that's playing this shit in the streets. What they doing is ain't doing nothing, but when they thought they were just putting me down, you're going to see that you just put the whole fucking nation down. You put Anyways, we got the Taurus here. So this might hurt somebody's feelings that this is an actual Taurus that did this. Okay? This could be this Taurus or masculine energy working with this family. He could be also was sowing seed and married to these sisters and aunts and cousins and shit throughout the past 20 years that he's been out of my presence, thinking that they were sowing the proper seed. But this is also, like I said, this means that Africa been already plotting on America to take up for some kind of takeover for that long. And I'm the person that always felt a little outcasted in the family, or that people weren't telling me the whole thing or didn't want to talk about certain things around me or something, or, you know. But I feel like this, like I said, because that's America surrounded by, I don't know, enemies that always wanted to take my place. The people that are lingering in the corners of society, like King said. But really, if you flip the script and you really listen to what he's saying, that is these 4 different energies that's around the world card that can't wait to pounce on her. And then again, these other people that taking the royals and the royalties, abundance, and they've probably gone overseas with these things, the titles and stuff like this, and left the American Empress by herself amongst enemies. Somebody already knew this. Yeah. Queen of Rods in reverse. This is this cosmic royal energy, or somebody like in the likeness of this feminine energy. So this is this Taurus and this girl. Okay, this is the heartbreak that they've been stealing from my Ace of Cups. This is my all-around abundance. This is my birth right here. This is a sacred thing. This is not supposed to be touched or passed on to nobody else. This will be how I will be able to know how to move. what I need to file, what I need to do, where I need to go when somebody's calling my name and I need to go in this direction or that, or take a flight or whatever the fuck this is. This is that. Portals, things like this. So somebody else has been utilizing this. So again, it says, gave a great banquet for 1,000 of his lords with whom he drank. Yeah, this is about somebody's drinking here. Look, the Knight of Pentacles, somebody pierced the red sun, possibly. Or again, did some kind of strangling something. I'm telling you, somebody did something here. Okay? Somebody could have been smoking weed and stuff like this or whatever. All right? But somebody pierced somebody here. But I don't know. We getting the energy of the thief could have got pierced. The thief could have got pierced this time. The tower could be coming to this person. This person could be somebody that I'm seeing this tower, or me being the tower, or this empress being the tower for a lot of fucking people. So this emperor/empress, we're just gonna say it like that. So this could be me, and this could be somebody that's really close to me, or right next to me, or in the same house, or the same community, same family, or something. I feel like this Knight of Pentacles, somebody was able to pierce this person. Okay, maybe piercing this person will be able to get back some of the stuff that was taken. I don't know, because I'm seeing like a leak or a flow of something. Okay, excuse me. Superior firepower when we're at war. I'm watching G.I. Joe in the background, y'all. It says a banquet for 1,000 of his lords who drank under the influence of the wine. So this could be, like I said, if my belly been hurting, this could be even somebody. Listen. He ordered the gold and silver vassals which Nebuchadnezzar, his father,